Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
keep hearing something in the wind. I keep coming back to you, my friend. Think I'm feeling something new again. Never going back, just take my hand. Something new again. Never going back, just take my hand. Keep coming back to you, my friend. Think I'm feeling something new again. Never going back, just take my hand. I keep hearing something in the wind. I keep hearing something. I keep hearing something. Think I'm feeling something new again. Okay, there you go.
Are we live?
All right, we're live now. All right, hey everyone. Welcome to yet another AORUS TV Work From Home edition. My name is James.
And my name is Van.
And
How's it going, guys?
And we got already over 1,000 viewers right off the bat from all three platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Let's see who's winning right now. We got Facebook at 200, Twitch at 95. You're slacking, Twitch. And YouTube by far at 987 viewers. So
we got a bunch of YouTube guys.
I think the winners for this round goes to YouTube. But everybody, welcome. We have an exciting show today. We're actually going to build our dream RTX 3090 systems. Is that right, Van?
That is correct.
Yes. So we're going to take you guys on our journey of building our dream system for the upcoming 3090 launch. I'm going to be spearheading the 3090 because I am a creator at heart. I do a lot of content creation. I'm a prosumer. But Van wants to take the 3080 because he's super into gaming. Plus, with Ubisoft's announcement today, they basically announced a bunch of games. So I'm pretty excited.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
But yeah, I want to give a big shout out to YouTube guys, Victor, Navik, Greg, and I don't know who else we got. There's chats going by so fast, but shout out to everyone, guys.
Yep, there's a bunch of YouTube comments that are going by. So I have all the chats pulled up into like one window, and I'm just seeing like YouTube coming up.
I know, me too.
Oh, but I did see a comment from Twitch. I can't read his name. It went by too fast, but he says, shout out to the Twitch viewers. Come on.
Shout out to the Twitch viewers. The ones with the least delay, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, we're going to be basically going over a little more in depth on the cards. Before we get into kind of today's show, I kind of want to let you guys know that we have an RTX AORUS announcement coming next week. Van, am I allowed to say the date or?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's just say the date.
Yeah, so the 17th, guys. So next Thursday, there won't be an AORUS TV, but there will be a huge RTX AORUS announcement. So pretty much all the questions that we can't answer here will be answered on that. And there is going to be a live Q&A, not with me and Van, but with our other coworkers, Howard and Brian. So you'll actually get a tech guy. We're also bringing in our PM from Taiwan, so he's going to be able to answer your guys' design questions. But next Thursday, huge announcement, guys. So make sure you guys tune in for that one. This one, we're going to have a little bit of fun with you guys. A lot of fun stuff planned. But Van, can you speak more to that, or is that kind of just the extent we want to go, just shrouded in mystery?
Yeah, I guess I can add on a little bit to what you said. So right now I'm going through the comments and I'm seeing a lot of people asking about price as well as when these cards will be launching. And I'm just going to be straight up with you guys today. Unfortunately, we can't reveal that today on this live stream.
No.
But like what James is saying, if you guys want to know about pricing or if you guys want to know about availability, again, tune into our event next Thursday, right?
Next Thursday. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be replacing this AORUS TV. Mm-hmm. So make sure you guys tune in.
Yeah. If you guys come join our event, you guys are going to have all the information at your disposal there. So today's live stream is more of kind of a build up to that huge live stream that we're doing, or huge event that we're doing next week.
People are asking during that event, will we be potentially getting like benchmarks or clock speeds or anything like that? Any performance numbers? Or is that they'll just have to tune in and see?
Yes, I cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay, so you'll have to tune in and see.
Just know everything will be revealed.
Yes, everything. like all of our cards out are on the table. Right now we have our ace in the hole. We haven't revealed yet, but we are doing it. We do have some actual product updates with you guys that changed from last week. We did show some product images, so that is something that we do want to show you guys, as well as some cool stuff like the color boxes that you guys haven't seen. The box that's actually going to come in, we haven't shown that, so that's stuff we're also going to show today. But I think right now what we're going to do is we're going to kick it off with our Powered by AORUS segment. This is where we bring the best of the best PCs, where you can join our community on Discord and AORUS Gaming community on Facebook and send us your builds, and you can get it featured here.
So with all that being
Actually,
said, oh yeah,
James, so these are the best of the best right now, right?
these are the best
But
of the
pretty
best right now.
soon, these guys might need to upgrade their graphics cards if they want to remain the best.
Very, very soon. And before we get into it, sorry, I did forget, but we do have a giveaway, guys. Make sure you check in the links in the description down below. It is our website, us.aorus.com/Aorus Network. The secret code for today is all caps AORUS RTX 30. And congratulations to last week's winner, Michael Lee and Dui Pham, for the Aorus t-shirts, and Ron Benson for the wireless phone charger and Lego set. So make sure you guys tune in today, and make sure you guys do the giveaways, because you guys can win cool prizes like that. And actually today we're giving away a really cool prize, which is I know we teased it last time, but it's the Aorus watch. So this thing, we are giving away 2 of these bad boys. These are limited edition. We aren't selling these or anything, so make sure you guys are entering that giveaway.
For sure.
Yes. Okay, cool. So let's get into it. We're going to go to the Aorus, powered by Aorus here.
Oh. Yeah, I think Nergigante or Nergigante. I don't know how to say it. Nergigante. He's like a monster inside of the Monster Hunter game, so it's pretty cool. Uh-huh. Oh, James, real quick, I see a bunch of comments saying that you're muted. Is Guys, hey, sorry about that. Let us know if
that was embarrassing.
fixed.
Sorry, guys. That was embarrassing. Can I get an F in chat for my audio? That was... Sorry, guys.
All right, it looks like it's fixed now,
yeah.
so we should be good.
I was just kidding on the F, guys, but I guess you guys are really doing it. Okay.
Twitch
sure.
is spamming those Fs.
Okay, so sorry guys about that, but it's fixed. So yeah, we do have Monster Hunter World by Nergigante, and like you said, I guess it's a monster in the Monster Hunter World universe. That's pretty cool. I just want to point out, it doesn't take expert modder to really mod, anything. You can clearly see he put Monster Hunter World on the power supply basement of the case, so that's pretty cool. We have Aorus Motherboard and the NVIDIA 20 series GPU. So he's going to have to upgrade that to the 30 series very soon. But pretty cool build, I'd say. Just all white, black, and silver. Nothing too special, but I would say like a solid 7.5 out of 10. How about you, Van?
My immediate eyes, they go to the CPU cooler.
Yeah, it's a custom
That's a pretty
logo.
cool design on there. I wonder if that's also a part of the Monster Hunter World game. But
Yes.
that looks pretty interesting.
It's pretty cool.
I like this build. It's a very clean build. Very, is it very
Simple.
Not standard, but like very simple,
Simple.
very straightforward. And the cable management's good. I'm gonna have to give this probably like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's okay. It's the same. So, good stuff, Nergigante. Cool Monster Hunter World. Haven't really seen anyone do fully Monster Hunter World theme, but we actually had a Monster Hunter World theme PC. So, if you go all the way back to, I believe, DreamHack Montreal, I believe we did a video there all the way on our YouTube, so you can check that out. But yeah, thanks for submitting your thing. We have another build here from this is Nergigante's second system. So he has a second system here.
Oh, it has two PCs. Interesting.
And it looks like this one is a Batman. It's pretty cool. I don't think that's a sticker up top, but it looks like it's being projected on there, which is really cool. He has, you can clearly see he has the right GIGABYTE RTX series. I think it's maybe a 2070 card installed vertically. So that's really cool. And I believe that's a Aorus X470 motherboard, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. It's got the orange accents.
The orange
which is kind of like a
accents.
throwback to a few generations ago.
I really like the cable management on this. Very clean. Still stuck with that white and black bill. He looks like he has half Joker, half Batman. Pretty. I think as the setup goes, I would rate this a little bit higher, like an 8 out of 10. I think it's really cool. The only thing that kind of bothers me is the monitors aren't really cohesive, I guess. The one thing I see here is he has an ultra wide in the middle. quick note for everyone, we actually just released our GIGABYTE 34 WQC ultra-wide monitor for, you guessed it, $399.99. So head over to Newegg and purchase that now. But 34 ultra-wide, that is for $400 is awesome. I do have to dock some points from the cable management, which was pointed out in the chat. But I think overall it's a cool set. I do like the custom Batman chair. That's something you don't see, right?
What was your numerical score again, James?
It was 8 out of 10. I think if he just cleaned up his cable management and made the monitors a little more cohesive, that would have gotten a 10 out of 10 for me.
Wait, but James, what do you think about this guy's peripherals?
Oh, man, yeah, that's not... I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go down to about a 7 out of 10 again. Yeah, the peripherals... I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sorry, Nerd Gigante. Your setup was downgraded by 1 point because of that.
Yeah, so, I mean, all in all, not too bad. How about you, Van? What do you rate this?
I think, again, it's very solid, very clean. I like his monitor setups, though. He has his ultra-wide as his main monitor, and he has like a second monitor to the left, but then he also has a top monitor as well. Yeah. I can see that being very functional. The PC, I really like the vertical mounts. You know, especially when it comes to the new generation cards. I think most of you guys have already seen the Aorus design, but if you guys buy the new Aorus cards, you're definitely going to want to side mount those or vertical mount those, because the design of those cards I think looks very nice. So it's a shame if you were to just point it downwards.
I'll have to disagree with you there. Well, half. The front looks cool, but if you vertical mount it, you can't take full advantage of the on-screen display on the GPU.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
But it does look really cool. The front does look really cool. And we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, good stuff here. We're going to go ahead and move over to our last couple ones here. Our next one, gotta hide this bad boy. There we go. So this is this is actually sent to us on Instagram. So this is pretty cool. I'm actually just going to show the other one too, because this is the exact same build, but just in the white version of the case.
Wait, so it's two different PCs, right?
Yeah, I think it's very identical parts, but it, sorry, boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So graphic card is just white. So they have the white graphic card on this one with white coolant. I believe same motherboard, same GPU, but this one's just yellow with the black GIGABYTE RTX card. But this one is really clean. I rate this a 9 out of 10. Love the theme. Love the hardware inside. How about you?
I'm trying to think. Wait, James. Between these two, which color scheme do you prefer, black or white?
You mean this one? I actually prefer the yellow because the yellow's a little more accented. So I'm gonna have to go with the yellow because white is really cool, it's really clean. But let's be honest, we've seen all white builds before, but the yellow and black is pretty cool.
That's true. Personally, for me, I'd say between these two systems, while I agree with you, there are more white builds out there. I actually still,
you prefer
me myself, I lean towards the white. I don't know. There's just something about white hardware that makes me very excited. Yeah. So the white graphics card, the white coolant, the white case, white white lights. It looks nice.
I agree. Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments. What you guys rate it as well. So if you guys want to enter in the Power by Aorus challenge, you can go ahead and head over to our Aorus Discord, send your builds to us on Instagram, or join our Facebook group. But yeah, so that was Power by Aorus, guys. I think that was pretty fun. I want to move over to our next segment now, which is talking about, again, the new Aorus GPUs. So this is something we haven't shown anyone yet, and this right here is the color box of the master. Look at that. This is just a regular air-cooled card. Not usually you get the handle with the water-cooled cards, right? But look at this. This is premium right here. As premium as you can get.
Yeah, so guys, this is the new retail box that's going to be coming with the new Aorus RTX 3080 and 3090 cards. So for longtime fans of Aorus in the past, well, you guys have probably been familiar with our box design. But for this generation, we really stepped up the design and the packaging. You can even see it has an integrated carry handle, which is a nice premium touch. But then my favorite part is like the Aorus Falcon. That's a very new design from us, like a new design language, you know? So it looks very sleek, it's very modern, and I think it goes very well with the next generation of gaming graphics cards.
Yeah, I agree. This is really cool. The box is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just run through quickly on the other stuff that we have, other images, just in case people forgot. So here we have the RTX 3080 Master. This is just more close up. So this is the front and kind of like an angled front slash side view. You can see how thick the cooler is. It's not as thick as the 3090, but you can tell we put a lot of beefy heatsink in there to accommodate for all that power. Yeah.
Real quick, James, can I interrupt with that question
Sure.
from Facebook? Christian Weber, he asks, which is better, the Master or the Extreme graphics card? And Christian, to answer your question, simply put, the Extreme is better. So there's going to be two levels of Aorus cards. The Extreme, which is the flagship highest end model, and the Master, which is still high end, but it'll fit underneath the Extreme. The difference, the main difference between these two is that the 3080 Extreme will have a faster clock speed out of the box, as well as it's going to require 3 8-pin power connectors. The Master, it's going to be coming out with a little bit slower factory overclock, and it's only going to require 2 8-pin power connectors. But other than that, the cooling is identical. The design is almost identical. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yes. And kind of moving over here, this is the 3080 still of the side and the back. So you can see we have the screen cooling. I don't think this isn't a screen, right, on the back fan. This is just the part of the design, but the side is the screen. So the side, you can display your GPU temps, your CPU temps, whatever you want.
We have a question from Windows 2000 Bug on Twitch. He asked, are these going to be reference designs? And I'm assuming he refers to the PCB design. So actually, on all these cards that we're showing today, as well as the GIGABYTE cards, which you can find on our website, they are going to be aftermarket PCBs. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, so we're going to go over to, again, just one more view of the front side of the 3080s. Again, really nice stuff here. But what I really want to move over to is the 3090s. And this one, you can see how much thicker the card is. And this one is a big boy for sure.
Yep, I see a bunch of comments. Everyone's saying this is the thick boy.
This
the big
is
boy.
the thick boy for sure. I'm trying to find we have a picture of the side view here, so I'm going to go and share my screen because I wasn't able to actually. Oh, there you go. It's kind of right here. Here we go. So I'm gonna show this really quick, but you can see that the side of the 3090 is actually a 3 8-pin power connector, right? In fact, can you kind of explain why it's 3-pin 8 power 3 8-pin power connector?
Yeah, so this picture, we actually just received it from our HQ yesterday. So the decision was made to put in 3 8-pin connectors onto this card because this card is going to be clocked at a faster speed, a much faster speed compared to the I guess the standard, the reference design. So because it's faster, it's going to need more power delivered to the card. So that's why there's 3 8-pin power connectors. And that's the most amount of power that any of our graphic cards have ever required. Because if you look at our Aorus 2080 Ti, that one I believe only requires 2 8-pins. So now we're jumping up to a 3 8-pin power design. So just some advice for you guys who are planning to upgrade to the 3080 or the 3090 Extreme. You might want to make sure that your power supply can handle the 3 8-pin power connector requirements.
And I saw a question on YouTube saying, do we know the wattage consumption of the 3090 yet?
I don't have the exact wattage requirement, but our PM teams in Taiwan have said that they recommend probably around a 750 watt power supply to comfortably power these cards. So what I mean by that is 750 watts can power a 3080 slash 3090, plus it can handle an i9, Ryzen 9, Ryzen 7, like whatever CPU, high-end CPU you pair this with. A 750 watt is going to power your system with a little bit of room to spare.
Yeah, and I think that's the right choice. 750 and up with these cards, I think, is a great baseline. We're actually releasing new power supplies that are in that range as well. So I think it would be a great fit with our new RTX cards. I do want to kind of put out some flames here in the chat. Some people, I see some people putting around some false pricing. We're not announcing any pricing here today. No performance, nothing like that. Today we're actually doing some building stuff with the RTX cards for our future systems, but that stuff, we do have an actual announcement to answer all of your guys' questions on pricing, availability, performance, all that stuff. That will be announced next Thursday. So we have a special broadcast for you guys on Thursday. So make sure you guys tune in to next Thursday's live stream, okay? But I saw some pricing here, but it's definitely, we have not announced any pricing, okay?
Also want to answer some other questions. I have been seeing a couple people asking about pre-orders for the new graphics cards, and unfortunately, there is not going to be any pre-orders. So if you do want to purchase the cards, again, just stay tuned to our upcoming event, and that's when we're going to tell you where you guys can buy these new generations of Gigabyte and AORUS graphics cards.
And with that being said, I kind of want to transition over to our next segment here. Well, we're going to look a little bit more at product. I have here our Gigabyte or AORUS website pulled up here. And I kind of want to go a little bit more in depth on the Aorus GeForce RTX 3080 Extreme. So we're going to go ahead and pull this up. And Van, I'm going to scroll. Maybe you can kind of explain some of the stuff that's on here.
Yeah. So guys, we're going to take a look at the 3080 Aorus Extreme. So this is the flagship RTX 3080 graphics cards that Aorus makes. So we're just going to go through some of the big design changes we've done for this generation, because I know during the last stream we had a lot of people asking about the cooler, the heatsink designs, as well as like what's new with this generation. So we're going to briefly cover that. First thing, what James has pulled up here is the stack fan design. So if you guys are familiar with the Aorus RTX 2080 series, you'll know that we have this pretty cool, what we're calling a stack fan design. So basically these are enlarged fans. So these are bigger fans than what you typically get. However, they're actually a little bit overlapped on each other. So if you take a look at the middle fan right there, you'll see that the other two fans are actually on top of that. So of course, bigger fans, better cooling performance, right? It's pretty simple. So stack fan makes a return for this generation. However, we've kind of tweaked and we've kind of altered things a little bit to go alongside the stack fan design. Right here, you can see the alternate spinning. Again, that's something that Gigabyte and AORUS cards have been doing for quite some time now. So pretty much what that does is just reduce turbulence of the airflow. It reduces interferences, and it just helps to kind of provide extra cooling in your system.
We have the wind claw design, if you want to talk about this.
Yep. So this is actually pretty cool. Wind claw is something that's brand new for the RTX 30 series from AORUS. So wind claw is, how do you say it? Basically, it's like this shroud which goes around the outside of the fans. So what this helps to do is it helps to kind of redirect the air, or to better focus the air to cool the GPU.
The way I like to... Oh, sorry. I'm going to interrupt just a little bit, Van. But the way I kind of like to put this into an example is if you're riding in a car, and you're in the passenger seat and you put your hand out and you put it straight, of course you won't feel any resistance. The wind is just cutting through. But if you angle it ever so slightly, the air momentum is directed. And I think that's the kind of theory or logic that we're going for, right?
Pretty much, yes. Yes. And if you guys know like fans, this is a pretty similar design to a company that makes appliances. I don't know if you guys know Vornado,
Vornado.
the personal fan. They also have a similar like design which helps to redirect the air and basically push it forwards. So Windclaw is a brand new design for the RTX 3080 and 3090 Aorus series. So that's pretty cool.
And for this one, we have the new screen cooling on the back plate of our cards. This one is basically just a giant hole where the heat sink is to allow hot air to rise and dissipate. We had some questions and concerns of people saying, hey, I don't see a fan there. How come there's no fan there? It's not pushing out air. Or it's not putting in cold air. And the theory behind this is, well, you have the fans pushing the air downwards and pushing out of the card, which is good. But because this card runs very warm, we actually put a screen in the back because hot air, as you guys know, actually rises. So that passive cooling from that hole in the back of the back plate will basically be able to let the heat rise up without any obstruction. So it's just extra cooling that we've done here. And to be honest, I think it looks pretty cool.
Yep, same. I agree with you. Hey, actually, I'm seeing a bunch of questions right now asking about the dimensions of the cards. Actually, we're going to be releasing dimensions very soon. Usually, the dimensions are listed on the GIGABYTE and AORUS.com websites. So I would say check back within the next few days, and you guys should have some more information on the length, the width, as well as the height of each graphics cards. But again, just want to share with you guys that these new Aorus cards, they are quite thick. So expect these cards to be very, very big and take up a huge footprint inside your system. If you are looking to go something a little bit more reasonably sized, I would steer you towards the GIGABYTE series. So you're going to have the Gaming OC and the Eagle OC.
Here we have the fan design. We have the double ball bearing design here, and Van, maybe you can kind of talk about what that is, because it's very similar across all of our Aorus cards, correct?
That is correct. So double ball bearing, it's something that you guys probably won't even notice, but it's something that we do with all of our fans to make sure that the fans last longer. Double ball bearings are a little bit more expensive to put onto a graphics card, or onto any fan for that matter. I know some of the other manufacturers, if they want to save on price, they'll actually go with a sleeve bearing, which is very cheap to manufacture. However, the durability isn't as long. So dual ball bearings is better.
Okay, yeah. We have the angular fin. This is pretty self-explanatory. I just like to think of this as our wind claw, but just for the heat sink, right? Angled fin design to allow for a different direction of airflow to be directed into your card. And the last one we have here is vapor chamber heat pipe. And maybe Van, you can explain this last feature here.
Yeah, so this is actually kind of cool. So the vapor chamber is something that I want to talk about. Vapor chamber is something that is brand new for this generation of graphics cards. So as far as I know, I think only Aorus has a vapor chamber on the graphics cards. The reason why you don't see vapor chambers on traditional graphics cards is vapor chambers are quite expensive to manufacture. So again, because of pricing and manufacturing costs, that's why you typically only see the traditional heat pipes as well as copper plates. But again, Aorus, for this generation, we decided to add on a vapor chamber in addition to that to help provide extra cooling for the high-end graphics card that you want to purchase.
And I see a comment from... okay. I see a comment from Pat Kilo on Twitter saying you don't see very many vapor chamber cooling cards, so he's definitely interested to see how this is going to perform. And I think all of us here too at Aorus are as well.
Next Thursday, during our big event announcement, we're actually going to be doing a lot of sharing our testing with you guys. So if you guys want to find out how exactly the fans, the vapor chamber, the all the stuff that we're talking about today makes an effect on cooling, again, tune into our event next week because we're going to have answers to pretty much majority of the questions that you guys are asking today. Unfortunately, I would like to reveal it to you guys today, but unfortunately we can't. So
we can't. I know, but hey, next week, guys, come on, 7 more business days. We got this. Sorry, 7 regular days, and we got this. Daniel E says he can't wait for next Thursday. It's gonna be epic. It really is.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
I actually had a
looking forward to it.
really good question on YouTube. I can't remember who asked it, but they asked, "What's the difference between what is it? NVIDIA's cards, so the reference cards, and partner cards, and if so, are they better? Are partner cards better, or how are they different?" And I'll kind of let you take this one.
Sure. So I'm sure you guys have seen the reference design. So that's the one that NVIDIA creates and manufactures. However, there's a lot of we're called AIBs. So basically, GIGABYTE is an AIB. So we manufacture our own PCB. We manufacture our own cooler. So we have our own design and our own philosophy on how we approach these graphics cards. So because of that, you're going to see a huge difference in terms of cooling. As to which one is better,
It's essentially
of
the
course,
same
I work
card.
for
It's essentially
the GPU
chip
is the same.
Yeah. But what you're getting is we're pushing the limits of what this chip can do. And I think that's the main difference, right? Because you get a 3090 from us or from NVIDIA themselves, you're getting a 3090. That's no doubt about that. Now it's just a matter of Aorus is trying to push the limits of what NVIDIA has made. NVIDIA made something incredible, and we believe that we can push it ever so slightly, right? Yeah.
Yes. So to push the limits, what we've done is we've factory overclocked the GPUs. So that means out of the box, these cards are going to be running at faster speeds when compared to the reference design.
Which is really nice.
Yes, and there's going to be different levels of overclock as well. So at the entry level in the GIGABYTE family, you're going to have the GIGABYTE Eagle OC, which has the most mild overclock. If you want faster, you're going to want to move up to the GIGABYTE Gaming OC, which is kind of the mid-level. And if you want to go even faster than that, you're going to have the Aorus lineup. And under the Aorus line, you have 2 cards, with the top one being the Extreme. So if you want the fastest of the fast cards, you're definitely going to take a look at the Aorus Extreme level. And something I just want to share, if you guys want to do some research and look back at the current RTX 20 series or even the GTX 10 series, take a look at the Aorus clock speeds on that. I think, well, I'm pretty sure I can say this pretty confidently, but I think we were the fastest clock speeds out of any AIB when it came to air-cooled, or even liquid-cooled for that matter, graphics cards. So for this generation, I expect that we are going to be doing the same thing. We haven't published our clock speeds officially just yet, but those are coming soon.
Yep, very, very soon, guys. So again, make sure you guys are tuning in next Thursday. So yeah, we took a look at that. I don't want to take up too much time because I do want to build out our dream systems here. But yeah, you can see here, if you go to our product page and you want to learn more information ahead of the event, you can get information on our 3080 Eagle series, our 3080 Gaming OC series. So we have just a lot of information on our website. So if you're curious about which one you plan on getting, make sure you guys head over to our website here to find out, more information. And if you want to just take a closer look at the cards, because they do look really nice.
Hey, I see a question from a guy on YouTube named Shadowmore. He asks, or he says, we should give one of these cards for free since we are under pandemic. I cannot answer the second part, but if you guys actually do want to enter into a giveaway, I think we actually have 2 giveaways going on right now. So one is a giveaway that we're working with NVIDIA. So if you guys go ahead and follow NVIDIA's social media, you're going to see that they're giving out a bunch of these new Ampere graphics cards. And Gigabyte, we're actually involved in that. So if you want to win a Gigabyte card, you can go ahead and enter into that campaign.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you want another chance to win an Ampere system, a complete system with an Ampere graphics cards, you're definitely going to want to tune into our event next Thursday. Again, we've been hyping up this event throughout this whole entire live stream, where we've been saying that there's a bunch of information coming out next week. There's also going to be a big giveaway coming out next week too. So stay tuned for that. Shadow more next Thursday.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Again, just big announcements. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So again, if you guys want to know more information, make sure you guys are heading over to this product page here on GIGABYTE or AORUS.com, and we'll have all of our new card informations here. Cool. And now I think for the fun part, for our kind of last segment of the day, is building our dream RTX 30 series system. So we're kind of we'll have Van go first, and I'll control here. Mm-hmm. But basically, what our plan to do is, okay, I am more prosumer, content creator, very professional on editing, video creation. Van is more gamer-esque, right? So he's gonna build a system based off of gaming and 3080, and I'm gonna build a system off of 3090. So more of a workstation prosumer build. So I want to go with the gaming one first. So I think let's start off with the chipset CPU. Van, what kind of CPU for the 3080 are you going to end up going with?
All right, let's see. If I was building out a gaming system today, I'd probably go with, well, both Intel and AMD have great products, but I'd say probably for this build, for gaming, I'll probably go with an Intel-based system. So Intel, I kind of thinking a Z490. So let's go with the CPU. Let's go with the i9 10900K.
10900K. I see you're wasting no time going off the high end. All right.
Let's go with high end here. All right. So if you're going to buy a 3080 or 3090,
that's true.
You're definitely going to pair that with a high end CPU.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
So at least i7, i9, or Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9.
And keep in mind, this is like, you can go i9 regular 10900. You don't have to go the K. But Vance here seems to like to overclock. So for the cooler, what kind of cooler are we going with here? Probably AIO, right?
Of course. Gonna go with the AORUS AIO here. So I know we make 3 different versions of the AIO. I'll just go with the 360 because
360.
Let's just go with the high-end stuff today.
Dang, you are wasting no time. This is pretty cool. I want to mention this because our AIO actually has a screen on it, an LCD screen. So you can put CPU temps on there while your GPU screen displays your GPU temps. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, so if you get the AORUS AIO and the AORUS graphics card, you're going to have 2 different monitors available. So a lot of information at your disposal. Okay,
and
so we're doing motherboards now?
Yeah, what are we going here?
Let's see.
For the motherboard. You can go the Extreme, but it's going to be a pretty big case. I'm pretty sure you want to keep it, a little...
Yeah. Not
too big.
I guess, yeah. If for me, if money was no object, I would probably go with the Extreme. But I'd say if I had to spend my own money on this system, right? I'm spending my own money here. I'd probably lean more towards the Master because if I'm just playing games, the Master it's a great board. It's a great platform to build upon.
And actually, if you wanted to save a little money too, you can even go for the Ultra, because the Ultra is very similar to the Master in both design and performance, but the Master does have a bit of an edge, so we'll go with the Master. Mm-hmm. So this is pretty cool. All right, not bad. For memory, what are we going with here?
Of course, the AORUS RAM. But
we have
actually,
2 different types of RAM, 3200 and 3600.
Yeah.
So this is kind of actually a big question here. Does RAM speeds really matter when it comes to gaming?
That's honestly that's a pretty loaded question for some people. Some people get pretty fanatical about RAM speeds. I'm gonna say yes, 3600 it's faster. I mean there's no doubt about that, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're more price sensitive, more price conscious, you want to save some money, go with the 3200. I mean, it's
3200. Let's go with that one.
Fast, yeah. they're both DDR4. They both have the same outlook. They're both high quality flash modules. So if you buy either 36 or the 3200, it's good.
And for storage here, now we make a ton of storage. We have 2.5-inch drives. We have NVMe drives. Look at all these options here for storage that we make. What kind of, I guess, what would you go with here? We have the regular Aorus M.2 SSDs. We have the 2.5-inch drives. You're trying to save some money. What's going on?
Okay, let me think about this. I'd probably go for at least a 1 terabyte drive. There's a bunch of games I need to put on my SSDs. I'd probably go for the add-in card SSD, the PCIe.
Ooh, the add-in card.
RGB add-in card. Because I think if you were to pair that with the 3080 or 3090, that would look very, very cool. You know,
get very fast
filling up the
times.
PCIe slots, filling up your system.
Okay, so
I'll go for that for the aesthetics.
And you want the 1
storage
terabyte.
capacity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So go with that one then. The 1 terabyte. Some people are like, "Dang, I didn't even know Gigabyte makes this or the RAM." Yeah, we make a lot of stuff, guys. Video card. I don't think they even have this on here. Actually, yeah, I don't think they have this on here, right?
Actually, if you guys check out Newegg.com, our cards were just listed on Newegg. But again, unfortunately, pricing is not revealed just yet.
So there is nothing for the 3090s for us. So, but again, well, we know we're going with the 3080 Extreme, right?
Yeah, I'll go for the
So
3080 Aorus Extreme.
So we'll skip that. Case, I think the case, make a couple cases, but the one you'll want, since you want that 360 rad, is the AC300W, I think.
C300G.
I want that G.
one.
This is the glass case.
Mm-hmm.
So this is pretty cool. Aorus case, of course. You got to. And the power supply here.
Power supply.
Power
Again,
supply.
I gotta go with that.
I
know we actually just recently launched a new power supply, 750 watt. So I think it's called the P750GM. So I'll probably go with that one.
I don't think it's on PC Part Picker just yet because we just launched it, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a brand new one.
So
but I guess for this
we'll just
example,
do the
I'll just choose
750.
the Aorus 750. Yeah.
Cool. And then, of course, you don't need optical drive or... Oh, you know what? How about monitor? If you're to do a monitor with this system, what kind of monitor would you go on?
My system is quite expensive, so I'm looking to save my wallet a bit here. But I still want some high-end stuff. So I'm going to have to go with the new ultra-wide. Is it on PC Part Picker yet?
It isn't because we just launched it today, but that is a good option for extra 400. I'll do something that's very similarly priced. So the Aorus CV27Q 400. So we'll do something that's similarly priced. And yeah, so that's his dream build, guys. The total cost for this is $2,255, give or take, because some of the stuff there's no pricing available. So I'm around
that doesn't include graphics cards, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd round this up to about a 3.5K build. Of course, a lot of things in here are on the top end. The CPU, you go for like a regular i9 or an i7, which is still really good at gaming. You're saving yourself maybe like $300-400 there. You can go with a 280 mil rad. You can go with the ultra board. So there's a lot of options here. This is just Van's dream. Again, this is his dream RTX 3090 Aorus Extreme PC.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So pretty cool stuff. I would say I would tack on another 1K to this. So like 3.3K USD for his dream build. And who knows, maybe when the RTX 3030 series launches for the board partners, maybe we'll see him with his new PC. We just literally built it for him. So that's pretty cool, guys. I think this is a cool build, but for me, I'm going on more the prosumer workstation side. So for all you people out there going for professional use, let's get our hands dirty. But before we do that, I want to announce that we do have a giveaway, guys. So make sure you guys are entering into our Aorus giveaway. We are giving away this. I'm going to do a close-up cam here. We're giving away this, the Aorus watch, brand new, limited edition. We only have a few of these that we've made. This is Psycho Movement from Japan, so really good stuff. Just go over to aorus.com/Aorus Network to enter there. The secret code of the day is Aorus RTX 30, all caps. Aorus RTX 30. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and go back to here. Van, anything you want to say before we move on to the Workstation prosumer build?
No, actually, no, not really.
Okay.
I'm waiting for these cards to come out so I can finally get myself a new PC.
Yes.
So when we were looking at that price tag earlier, I'm just thinking about
He's
my
debating if
wallet's
he
gonna be
should.
much lighter in the next few months.
We got him good, guys. Okay, so we're going to go here with AMD for my workstation build because, let me tell you why, because Threadripper is, I think, the best price to performance when it comes to just workstation things in general. I do a lot of video editing, a lot of video rendering, and in my free time, I actually do a little bit of game development, believe it or not, with like Unreal
Game
Engine.
development.
Yeah, with like Unreal.
Really,
I'm actually
James?
making my own game. It's pretty cool.
James, hey, can we contract you to make an Aorus game? A game featuring Aorus?
It's really cool, guys. If you guys haven't, Unreal Engine is free, and they have a lot of assets. I'm making my own open world game right now, so it'll be pretty clunky, but it's just something I do in my pastime. But that's really CPU intensive as well. So I'm gonna go with a Threadripper. There we go, Threadripper. To be honest, I would just go with the 3970X. I don't really need, like, you're already getting so much power already. The 32 core, 64 thread, I don't really need the 64 core one because I'm not making movies. You know, I'm just doing pretty intensive.
But you're making
editing.
games though.
I'm making games, but I don't think I'll need 64 cores for that. CPU cooler. This one, of course, since this is a 64 threaded 32 core CPU, I have to go with the 360. There's pretty much no choice there. To keep it temps cool and stable, want that. Now for this one, the motherboard. I, believe it or not, don't have too much experience in this, but I think the Aorus TRX 40 Master is a sweet spot. You can see here the Extreme is a little on the top end with costing about almost $400 more. So I think the Master does a really good job of giving me all the features I need for this workstation build.
James, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Would you be overclocking this system, or are you planning to run at factory speeds?
To keep things simple,
or are you going to do like a mild overclock?
To keep things simple, I plan on running it at stock speeds, and if I feel like I need more power, I'll do some tweaking. But for the most part, for me, I don't really like to overclock because I think the CPUs nowadays run very fast on their own. If I was going to overclock, I would splurge on the Extreme because I know that does give a lot more headroom for overclocking.
Yep, that is a good answer.
For memory, I'm going to have to go with, of course, actually, I don't know if we have it on here. We do. I'm actually going to go with the Designaire RAM here. So these are, our Designaire RAM is, we have a 64 gig kit. It looks really sick, really nice. And what the heck, I'm splurging. Can you?
Yeah, so actually the Designaire RAM, that's something that we haven't really, I don't think we've ever shown it here on Aorus TV, but the Designaire RAM, I really like the design because it's a very light brushed silver. It almost looks white in certain lights. So white RAM, that's very unique.
So it's pretty cool. Oh, people are saying 3600 or nothing. All right, guys, I hear you. I guess we're going 3600.
All right,
I'm trying to, whatever. All right. I'll do 3600.
We should do like an actual build one, you know, where we get the viewers to basically vote on the specs, and then we'll take which specs wins, and then we'll build a PC out of it. It'll be pretty fun, like a community built PC, you know?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, dude, if we do that and then we do like a giveaway back to the community, that'd be pretty cool.
Ooh. Let us know if you guys want to do that. If we choose the parts, if you guys choose the parts, we build it and then we give it away. Let us know if you guys want that. But okay, so for this one, because we are going AMD and it does has PCIe Gen 4, of course I have to go with the Aorus NVMe Gen 4 SSD 2 terabyte because my video files are crazy. Sometimes I have video projects that are literally 1 terabyte. Just a video project is
That's
1
half
terabyte.
your SSD right
That's
there.
half my
I think
SSD.
you're probably gonna need multiple of these SSDs, honestly.
I may need 2 of those.
Uh-huh.
But just for the sake of accurate cost, we'll see, you know. So boom, okay, video card, of course we're going to 3090, so that's an extra, let's say, if we're going off the reference one, that would be like, what, I think they announced it at 1500, 1400,
I forgot,
1300,
like
I don't know, but yeah. So we have that, the case, because I'm getting a 360 case, I actually like the GIGABYTE actually they might have compatibility issues. We don't. I don't know why our case isn't popping up, but our C300G should fit fine, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know why it's not showing up. Sometimes if it doesn't have if it thinks it has compatibility issues, it won't show on there. But I believe we've tested it before. Our Aorus C300G case should work. Power supply. Now this is something where I'm actually going to have to go a little bit higher than Van because I'm taking up more. Oh, yeah. See, I don't know why it says this. Zero compatible. To be honest, I would go with a higher end, like a 1000 watt plus CPU if I'm going a 3090 and TRX 40, just to have that headroom for overclocking.
Mm-hmm.
And then monitor, of course, I would go with our ultra wide because I'm a content creator. But we don't have it on here yet, so I'm going to do something similarly priced, which is $400. So this system right here, if minus the power supply case and video card, is already 3.6K. It's pretty crazy. Tack on the video card, I would say that's around 4 or 5, and then everything else, say around 5.56K PC build. And
so
that
pretty much your price is double of mine.
Double of yours. However, I want to say this is not for anyone. You know, this is for people who prosumer, who have the capital to buy this, but also utilize to the max ability. I've seen people and creators literally spend $6,000 on a PC, but they use it for Minecraft, you know. They use it for editing a very small video. And so if I was to get this, I would definitely purchase this, but because for a professional use, I would do freelance video editing for clients, all that stuff. But yeah, it is that's the price there, and it's pretty crazy. Again, these things can be scaled down. You could go with the TRX 40 Ultra. You could go with I think this is already the lowest end AMD Threadripper CPU.
Yeah.
But,
you know, actually, can I point out something about this system?
Yeah.
You're gonna go with a 3090, right?
3090.
And you're gonna be using it for like professional editing videos as well as like a professional workflow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool too. Is if you go with the 3090 and if you go with the TRX 40 Aorus Master, you're actually gonna have the capability to add in a dual GPU down the road if you need it. Let's say right now your hobby of game design becomes a more serious endeavor. Like you actually want to get into this even more in depth. Like add on a second GPU and then boom, there you go. Increase your workflow speeds, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you have that option available to you.
The expandability is there, and that's what I like about this. Imagine dual 3090s. That would be.
Imagine playing Minecraft
insane.
with that.
Oh, RTX on. We got it.
Or no, isn't what's his name? Crisis getting remastered,
oh, yeah,
right?
Crisis remastered.
Hey, the dual 3090s, will it run Crisis?
But can it
I think
run
that's
Crisis?
the question.
But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. Like we've built out our dream systems here. if money was no factor, based off of our preferences. So this is something that you guys can take loosely to heart in terms of if you plan on upgrading, right? Because I think when you guys get your new 30 series GPUs, this is something you're also going to be looking at. You're going to be looking at upgrading your storage, upgrading your CPU, motherboard, and we want to give you some options. Of course, if I wanted to, I can technically go all the way down to the Ryzen series and pretty much slash my cost in half, you know. So there's a lot of options, a lot of playroom here, but we just wanted to show you guys what was possible.
Greg Mann on YouTube says, with this setup, you're going to have more VRAM than system RAM.
Yeah, you
You're
imagine.
going to go for your 3090. That's crazy,
3090?
dude.
Oh, man.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, I know that there's been rumors that AMD has some stuff in the pipeline too. So we just have a lot of interesting and fun stuff coming out this year, and we can't wait to talk about it more when the time comes. But until then, I mean, we've talked about 30 series. I just want to let you guys know, again, you have to tune in for next week's stream because that is where you get all your questions answered. We feel so bad that we're not answering your guys' questions, but those will be answered for next week's stream. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much.
And don't forget a giveaway next Wednesday or next Thursday.
Next Thursday as well. So make sure you guys tune in. Okay. We have our Aorus plays on Monday, guys. I believe Jordan is playing some weird indie game which is supposed to be really popular.
Dude, way to hype up the stream on Monday. We're just gonna be playing some weird game. You guys don't need to watch.
I think it's an indie game, but check it out. It's a really cool show. It's a show where we test out our products with gameplay in real world use case scenarios. So other than that, guys, I mean, I'm all good on my end. Van, do you have anything else to let the viewers know before we head off?
Yeah, just some last words from me. Again, I really apologize pretty much to 50% of the guys out there because we couldn't answer half the questions today. Unfortunately, our hands are tied here.
Yes.
But next week, next Thursday, again, all will be revealed. So stay tuned. It's only going to be a few more days. And then we'll have a lot of information coming your guys' way, as well as a lot of cool giveaways. So make sure to follow us on social. You guys are going to hear the latest updates on the really cool Aorus event that's happening next week.
Yeah, so make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys you enter in our giveaway today. We're giving away 2 Aorus watches, guys. And one last time, the code is Aorus RTX 30, all caps, for the secret code of the day. And before I sign off, I want to let you guys know the winners of last week's giveaway. Aorus t-shirts go to Michael, Lee, and Doi Pham. And for the community challenge winner, Ron Benson, he won the wireless charger and Lego set. So make sure you guys are entering in our giveaways. But yeah, next week, guys, make sure you guys set your calendars. Is there a way for them to get reminded? Do we have some sort of like email reminder or anything like that they can sign up for?
Not yet, but I think that's going up soon. So stay tuned to social to get updates on that.
Okay, cool. So you heard it there, guys. I think that's it on our end. Hopefully you guys had a really good time. We had a great time with this show. And yeah, just make sure you guys tune in for Aorus Plays and tune in for next week's huge Aorus RTX announcement. Until then, yeah, my name is James.
And my name is Van.
And we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Yep. Take care, guys. Stay safe.